Afternoon, and thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I'm House Minority Leader Tony McCombie. I represent the 89th District, which is in Northwest Illinois. I'm here today with former Congresswoman and current candidate for Texas 34th Congressional District, Mayra Flores. Earlier this year, I traveled to McAllen, Texas, I'm not sure if y'all remember, to witness the border crisis firsthand. I went with Leader Cabello, actually Sheriff Downey, who is here with us today as well, Sheriff from Sangamon County, as well as Sheriff from Ogle County. We went to see what was actually going on because it was starting to affect Illinois, and so we wanted to see firsthand what was going on. Immigration is no longer just a federal issue, but it's affecting all of us, nationally, state, and even local. In Texas, I met folks who protect, process, and assist migrants, including law enforcement, border patrol, humanitarian aid workers. My experience in Texas made me realize just how massive and complicated the issue is. Texas, Florida, Arizona, and other states should not be left to deal with this issue alone. However, the current issue is not working for Illinois, and poor policy making and a lack of transparency from Democrats has made it much worse. Over the last 6 months, we have seen the effects the crisis has caused in Illinois, from health care coverage for undocumented exceeding the appropriated amount within one single month to $160 million of state funds shifted. This was done without legislative oversight and in just the last 6 weeks. Adding to this issue at the state level is the City of Chicago's disastrous response to this crisis, which has further accelerated the problem. As a result, Governor Pritzker decided to come in with his own plan without any discussion with Republicans. Now, in a few short months, the General Assembly will consider a supplemental budget bill. This budget bill is proposed to cover the cost for asylum seekers as well as undocumented immigrants. House Republicans represent parts of all 102 counties. We want and need to be part of the discussion to ensure a transparent process for working families. Illinoisans cannot afford more taxes to pay for unfunded programs that are spiraling out of control. We must be disciplined now so we can continue to fund our priorities: education, job growth, public safety, and caring for our most vulnerable citizens. I'm delighted that Congresswoman Flores could join me to discuss her experiences living in and representing a border district. And now I would like to turn it over to her.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for having me. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes a todos. It's great to be here. I wanted to thank House Minority McCombie for her hospitality and leadership, fighting for Illinois' families and working to hold the line against failed progressive policies of the left. What we have seen today as we toward the city is the failed disaster border policies of the Biden administration on full display. I was born in Burgos, Tamaulipas, Mexico. I understand why people want to come here to the United States. It truly is the greatest country in the world. But we want people to come here illegally. We don't want people to come here illegally. Some of the stories, heartbreaking stories that I heard today of women being abused, being raped in this dangerous journey is heartbreaking. And it's also funding the Mexican cartel that has the people of Mexico terrorized. We can't even visit our loved ones because we are afraid. Because illegal immigration is funding the Mexican cartel that are now making billions and billions of dollars. That is why we need to focus on legal immigration. If we care about immigrants, if we care about the safety of the American people, we need to focus on legal immigration and we have to secure the border. Since Joe Biden took office, there has been over 6 million illegal crossings at our southern border. My husband is a Border Patrol agent. He's been a Border Patrol agent for 15 years. We've never seen anything like this before. Not even under the Obama and Biden administration. They actually called Obama the deporter-in-chief during his time. We actually had a more secure border during the Obama administration than this administration. We actually had the most secure border under the Trump administration. And our Border Patrol agents were not being put in very dangerous positions. They're exhausted, they're tired. They're not able to do their job in enforcing the laws because they're focused on the women and children that they're processing. It's not right what we're doing to our Border Patrol agents. They deserve better. We deserve better. And that also includes nearly 2.5 million crossings this fiscal year, 2023 alone, and nearly 190,000 last month alone. The people of America from Brownsville, Texas to Chicago, Illinois, and everywhere in between are paying the price for these open border policies. This is not a Democrat or Republican issue. This is an American issue. And we need to put politics aside and do what's right. In fact, new information just came out that U.S. taxpayers are paying over $450 billion per year for housing and care of illegal immigrants. Let that sink in for a second. Americans right now are struggling to pay their rent, their mortgage, to bring food to the table, and we're spending $450 billion in housing illegal immigrants. It's not right. It's not right what we're doing to the American people. But just as painfully, this is a humanitarian crisis. It's putting a strain on infrastructure, housing, resources, and general quality of life. And for politicians like your mayor, Brandon Johnson, to pass the blame on things like right-wing extremism is pathetic. And we call people like him in South Texas hypocrite. If he actually cares about the minority, he would demand the Biden administration to secure the border. He wants Texas to stop busing migrants, then he needs to demand the Biden administration to secure the border, but he won't. He doesn't have, can't say it, but he doesn't have to tell the Biden administration to secure the border. He's a coward. Because if he actually cared about minorities, he would demand the Biden administration to secure the border. We don't want to bus people here to Illinois. We don't want to do that. But what we want for Illinois to understand, and many other states to understand, is that this is not a South Texas problem. This is an American problem. We deal with thousands and thousands of migrants every single day. So this is something that we need to work together. We need to put politics aside and let's do what's right and secure the border. We need to restore common sense to this country. And we must secure the border and end catch and release, stop the flow of illegal immigration, and prevent migrants from overrunning our cities. Chicago could use that common sense just as much as our southern border could use it, and it starts by electing the right leaders and putting the right policies in place. Y'all want change? Then stop voting for the same people that are putting in these policies that are destroying your city. Again, thank you so much for having me, and I will definitely be back. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. Thank you.
Questions?